music, changing the world.
Guests, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, our unity is our strength. I want to thank everyone who has come to watch and take part of this great coronation ceremony. We the Bueas, are indeed grateful for your generous contributions that have culminated in this ceremony. We thank the head of state and the Prime Minister for bestowing in me their trust and confidence. I want to also particularly thank the Wonyali Kenya royal family and all the leading forces of the clan. All my Mokwe brothers and sisters, my mothers and fathers who still believe that the Mokwe man is not finished yet, that the Mokwe man is not dead, and the people who have worked so hard, tirelessly day and night in the steering committee to make this day a full success. Today we will permanently stencil in the minds of all Mokwe sons and daughters and in succeeding generations as the day Chief ENDELEY the Fifth sat on the throne. It's a great honor and an opportunity for me also to lay out my vision of the new dawn in Mokwe land. The outcome of the coronation should be our unity. Unity amongst us as Cameroonians, but more so unity amongst us, the Mokwes. Unity means wanting the best of each other. Unity means empowering the younger ones. Unity means sharing a vision for our destiny. As you all know, unity does not come by accident. Unity is an intentional act to bring the best of each other together for a common purpose. Chief Kubali Kenya's improbable story of defiance and challenge to the German colonial endeavor was not because of his superiority in ammunition. It was because of the unity of the Bueas during his reign. We do therefore have this historical responsibility to show the same unity now. We can overcome our challenges with unity. We can bring back our Bandu with unity. With unity, everything is possible. One of the priorities of my reign is that we see the return of our annual cultural festival that we call the Bandu. We have the unique opportunity to strengthen our bond as Mokwe men and women. This should be the one ritual ceremony that every child born of a Mokwe parent in any corner of the world will look up to. We the Mokwes are excellent people, and excellent people set high standards for themselves and their children. I believe we can have an annual Banda ceremony where we rotate the venues between our 7 subdivisions. Buea, Tikoli, the one, the 2, on an annual basis. I know we can do this because of our excellence. Excellent people say what they mean, and they mean what they say. As the band kicks off and gains steam, we should consider the construction of the Buea Cultural Center. It will be a house, it will also house a museum and a library. It will be a building that will host multi-purpose offices and an event hall. We can have a Minyoli library or Munangai auditorium in that facility, or we could have a Mosonge ballroom in that facility too. This building will be a testimony of our unity for generations to come. It will be an example to our children. This will be an ideal place for us to put the statues of some of our prominent cultural and political icons. Chief Kubali Kenya's story will be subject of a brilliant introduction to any story about Cameroon's fight for independence. We have a statue that will uplift for a German man called Otto von Bismarck Skonhausen. The Bismarck Fountain is right out there by the governor's office. Never ever stepped foot in Buea. But we have nothing to show for King Kubali Kenya or Mulai Yanje Tamale family, the founders of Buea and its dynasty. We have streets named after prominent political and cultural leaders in other cities. Yet we have no single street in Buea named after Dr. ENDELEY. All I'm saying is very achievable with unity. Unity has demonstrated in this coronation ceremony that we Iwakwes can do anything that we put our hands together to do. You know, nothing happens without leadership. Nothing changes in life without leadership. Nothing improves without leadership. And nothing gets corrected without leadership. This is leadership. So all we need now is unity, and we can achieve everything that we need. Dr. ENDELEY, my late father, one of the outstanding Bakori and nationalist leaders, had a clear vision for the Bakori people in 1952. He, as a member of the board of directors of the CDC, founded the Bakori Cooperative Union of Farmers. And he concluded a market agreement with the CDC management. His vision was to empower the Bakori man and make them economically independent through the cultivation and export of banana. Some of banana, I heard you guys had some banana today before we got in here. He marketed this year's produce for a while, but you know, he had to hand over to another business because he was proving incapable for them to handle the growing amounts of banana. You know, the BCUF proved without any doubt that the Bakori man was capable of undertaking entrepreneurial activities if given the right incentives and assistance. The BCUF succeeded because it had leadership. Remember, nothing succeeds without leadership. Another example of great leadership amongst us, the Bakori people. I have been a student, an employee, and now the Paramount chief of a prominent Mukweleni, carries her integrity in her hands. Her name is Professor Limunganti Uma. You cannot approach her with anything that is unlawful or inappropriate, but she isn't afraid to stand up for what is right. She exemplifies the excellency in us, the Bakaris. She defended Kapoland so passionately, both on national media and in her writings. On one occasion, she even seized the attention of the Minister of State Property and Land Tenure, the UB land. On another occasion, she called the attention of the Prime Minister of the nation on what she believed were irregularities in the partitioning and sale distribution of land in Fako. He is a leader who exemplifies what is right, so that young people don't have to look for an example or role model too far away. On one social media board, someone wrote, "We salute Mami for standing by her people." Another, I read, "We salute you for your stringent outcry on the land grabbing saga in Fako." I also read someone calling her an extremist for Fako lands. Initially, I was a little offended by the categorization of extremists. However, as I continue to think about the matter, I gradually gained a measure of satisfaction from the categorization. Was Kubali Kenya not an extremist for our land when he successfully took on the German war machinery and inflicted a humiliating defeat on them in 1891? Was Dr. Martin Luther King not an extremist for justice, though threatening to attack dogs and even dead, yet he still went on to march in 1965? Was Nelson Mandela not an extremist for freedom when he offered all of his adult life to prison because he cherished the view of a free society? Was Jesus Christ himself not an extremist for law when he said, "Love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you"? That's why it's not a matter of whether we are extremists or not. It's a matter of what we are extremists for. If you are extremists for hate or you are extremists for law. You know, you might be 46 years old as I happen to be, and one day some great opportunity comes and stands before you and calls for you to stand for that great principle, some great issue, some great cause that you really believe in, and you refuse to do it because you are afraid of what people write about you, or you are afraid of what people will say on WhatsApp about you, or you refuse to do it because you want to live longer, or you are afraid that you'll be in the bad books of local authorities. You are afraid that someone will stop your salary. Well, you might go ahead and live until 90 years, but you are just as dead as 46. COVID-19. You died the day you refused to stand up for what is right. You died the day you refused to stand up. To my fellow Kapo chieftaincy remains our oldest institution here in Kapoland. Before the Germans and the British came, we had chieftaincy institutions in our land. But we have to recapture the sacrificial spirit of the early Mokwe chiefs. If we lose our authenticity, we will forfeit the loyalty of thousands of our subjects. And the chiefs' conferences will be dismissed as an irrelevant club with no meaning in the 21st century. We must be the ones whom the Bakari show what is called Kodi Yamboa, also called Indinge Yamboa. This is the absolute law of our homeland, above everything else. We as chiefs have to show that law. We must be bold enough to call out when something is so obviously wrong and intelligent enough to provide solutions that solve these problems. Each one of us has to define how he wants to be remembered in connection to what we have contributed to the prosperity of the Mokwe man and woman. We must all live here today as chiefs with a new determination, a rebirth of our mission to the Mokwe tribe, and a rekindled spirit of protecting all what belongs to the Mokwes. Remember that chieftaincy is not a wrestling match, nor is it a race to become rich. Chieftaincy is an opportunity to serve their people. As I begin to conclude, I want to say that I believe that I am serving God's purpose for me here on earth. The word purpose means original intent, and in the Bible it is defined as the reason for creation. I am therefore profoundly secure in my knowledge that I am serving the purpose for which I was created. I am sometimes older, but my knowledge that God loves me is unshakable. And He has not worked out any plan for my failure in this life. On the premise of my faith, therefore, I want to say that I hold no anger against anyone who either oppose me or challenge me on my journey. I have no bitterness or hate in my heart. I believe that if we have to reconcile as a family, reconcile as Mokwe men and women, then that reconciliation and forgiveness of past wrongs has to begin from me. As the custodian of this, and the spiritual leader of this tribe. Long live the Mokwe tribe.
RBT, changing the world.